Edgar Allan Poe was a master of the macabre, a literary genius who delved into the darkest corners of the human mind. His stories delved into the darkest recesses of the human psyche, unearthing fears and anxieties that many dare not confront. Exploring themes of madness, death, and the supernatural, Poe's works are a journey into the unknown. In The Black Cat, Poe weaves a chilling tale of a man's descent into madness and the terrifying consequences that follow, showcasing his unparalleled ability to evoke fear. Through vivid imagery and psychological realism, Poe invites us to confront the darkest aspects of our nature and the fragility of the human mind, making us question our own sanity. The story is a chilling exploration of guilt, remorse, and the destructive power of unchecked impulses, revealing the depths of human depravity. Poe masterfully creates an atmosphere of dread and suspense, drawing the reader into the narrator's spiraling madness, making every moment feel like a descent into darkness. As we follow the narrator's descent into depravity, we are left to question the nature of reality and the thin veil that separates sanity from insanity, blurring the lines between the two. The Black Cat is not merely a horror story, but a profound exploration of the human condition, delving into the complexities of the human soul. It serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us of the dangers of succumbing to our darkest impulses and the devastating consequences that can follow, urging us to reflect on our own actions. The story's enduring power lies in its ability to tap into our deepest fears and anxieties, leaving a lasting impression long after the final page is turned, haunting us with its profound truths.
The story unfolds through my confession, a man condemned to death for a horrific crime. This is not just any crime, but one that has left an indelible mark on my soul, haunting me every waking moment. From the outset, I proclaim my sanity, desperate to convince you of my lucidity, despite the chilling nature of my tale. I need you to understand that what I'm about to reveal is not the ramblings of a madman, but the truth as I experienced it. I describe my once gentle nature, my love for animals, and the idyllic life I shared with my wife and our many pets. Our home was a sanctuary of peace and love, filled with the joyful sounds of our furry companions. However, this facade of normalcy quickly crumbles as I recount my descent into alcoholism and violence. The bottle became my escape, my refuge from the pressures of life, but it also became my prison. Alcohol becomes my constant companion, fueling my growing rage and paranoia. Each drink brought me closer to the edge, distorting my perception of reality and feeding my darkest impulses. I become increasingly irritable and prone to fits of violence, lashing out at my wife and pets. The very beings I once cherished became the targets of my uncontrollable anger. My transformation is both shocking and tragic, a stark reminder of the corrosive power of addiction and the ease with which it can erode one's humanity. I was no longer the man my wife married, but a monster she could barely recognize. My once loving nature is twisted into something cruel and malicious. The darkness within me grew, overshadowing any remnants of the person I used to be. I begin to see my pets as burdens, my beloved black cat Pluto becoming a particular target of my irrational hatred. The sight of him filled me with an inexplicable rage. This shift in perspective marks a turning point in the story, signaling my complete descent into madness. The man I once was had vanished, replaced by a creature driven by fear and loathing.
Alcohol plays a pivotal role in the narrator's downward spiral. It becomes both a catalyst and a crutch, exacerbating his existing flaws and providing a convenient scapegoat for his increasingly erratic behavior. With each drink, he drifts further from reality, his inhibitions eroded and his darkest impulses unleashed. Poe masterfully depicts the insidious nature of addiction, highlighting how it can warp one's perception of the world and poison relationships with loved ones. The narrator's dependence on alcohol becomes a self-destructive cycle, leading to increasingly reckless actions and ultimately culminating in his downfall. The narrator's alcoholism serves as a cautionary tale, a stark reminder of the devastating consequences that can arise from surrendering to addiction. It highlights the importance of seeking help and the need to confront personal demons before they consume us entirely.
Pluto, my black cat, serves as more than just a pet. He is a symbol of my deteriorating mental state and the looming presence of guilt. Once a source of comfort and companionship, Pluto becomes an object of my irrational hatred, reflecting my growing disconnect from reality and my descent into madness. My cruelty towards Pluto is both disturbing and symbolic. It represents the perversion of my once loving nature and the ease with which I succumb to my darkest impulses. The cat's eventual demise at my hands marks a point of no return, a horrific act that seals my fate and unleashes a wave of guilt and paranoia. Pluto's presence, even in death, continues to haunt me, foreshadowing the supernatural events that follow. The cat becomes a constant reminder of my crime, a physical manifestation of my guilt that I can neither escape nor outrun.
Following Pluto's demise, a second black cat, eerily similar in appearance, enters my life.
This new cat, bearing an uncanny resemblance to Pluto, becomes a source of both fascination and terror for me.
He is torn between his lingering affection for his former pet and a growing sense of dread, convinced that this new cat is a harbinger of doom.
The second cat's arrival raises questions about the nature of reality and the possibility of supernatural retribution.
Is this new cat merely a figment of the narrator's guilt-ridden imagination? Or is it something more sinister, a manifestation of his past sins come back to haunt him?
Poe masterfully blurs the lines between reality and the supernatural, leaving the reader to question the true nature of the second cat and its connection to my fate.
The cat's presence adds a chilling layer of suspense to the story, fueling the narrator's paranoia and driving him further into madness. Section 6. Guilt and remorse, the unbearable weight of sin. Guilt and remorse are central themes in The Black Cat. The narrator's actions, fueled by alcohol and his own inner demons, leave an indelible mark on his conscience.
Despite my attempts to rationalize my behavior, I am haunted by the consequences of my actions, unable to escape the suffocating weight of my guilt.
Poe masterfully depicts the psychological torment that accompanies guilt and the insidious ways in which it can warp one's perception of reality. The narrator's descent into madness is fueled by his inability to cope with the remorse that gnaws at his soul.
Through my struggles, Poe explores the complex relationship between guilt, remorse, and self-destruction. He highlights the importance of confronting our past mistakes and the danger of allowing guilt to consume us entirely.
Section 7. The Gallows Mark, a symbol of impending doom. The appearance of a gallows-shaped mark on the second cat's chest further heightens the story's sense of impending doom. This mark, a chilling symbol of death and punishment, serves as a constant reminder of the narrator's crime and the inevitability of his fate.
The gallows mark can be interpreted as a physical manifestation of my guilt, a brand that marks me as both perpetrator and victim. It serves as a visual representation of the internal turmoil that rages within me, a constant reminder of the justice that awaits me.
The gallows mark adds a layer of psychological depth to the story, emphasizing the theme of inescapable consequences. It serves as a chilling reminder that our actions have consequences and that we cannot outrun our past. Section 8. Poe's enduring legacy, a master of the macabre. Edgar Allan Poe's The Black Cat remains a cornerstone of Gothic literature, captivating readers for over a century with its chilling exploration of madness, guilt, and the supernatural. Poe's masterful storytelling, combined with his profound understanding of the human psyche, has cemented his legacy as a master of the macabre. Poe's influence on literature and popular culture is immeasurable. His works continue to inspire writers, filmmakers, and artists today, ensuring that his dark and haunting tales will continue to enthrall and unsettle readers for generations to come. The Black Cat is a testament to Poe's enduring legacy, a timeless masterpiece that continues to resonate with readers of all generations. Its themes of guilt, remorse, and the fragility of the human psyche remain as relevant today as they were when the story was first published. Section 9. Conclusion. The timeless allure of The Black Cat. Edgar Allan Poe's The Black Cat is a haunting and unforgettable tale that delves into the darkest recesses of the human soul. This story, with its intricate layers and chilling narrative, captivates readers from the very first sentence. Through its exploration of madness, guilt, and the supernatural, the story forces us to confront uncomfortable truths about ourselves and the fragility of our own sanity. Poe masterfully weaves a narrative that is both terrifying and thought-provoking, The story's enduring power lies in its ability to tap into our deepest fears and anxieties, leaving a lasting impression long after the final page is turned. It is this ability to resonate on such a deep level that makes The Black Cat a timeless piece of literature. The Black Cat serves as a chilling reminder of the destructive nature of guilt, the slippery slope of addiction, and the ever-present possibility of succumbing to our darkest impulses. Poe's portrayal of these themes is both vivid and unsettling. As we close the book on this harrowing tale, we are left with a profound sense of unease and a renewed appreciation for the fragility of the human mind. The story lingers in our thoughts, a testament to Poe's genius. The Black Cat is a timeless masterpiece that continues to haunt and provoke readers, solidifying Edgar Allan Poe's place as a master of the macabre. Its themes and imagery remain as powerful today as they were when first penned.